Hi everyone, this is Maya again and welcome back to my channel Semper Astra. In today's video I will talk about the way I make these recordings, and I will also talk about few facts about me that are relevant to the content of my videos. So I wanted to start my story by saying that I was partially sighted until I was 15, and I lost my sight completely when I was 15. And I remember that during this period of time, just after I lost my sight, I really valued talking to other blind people who had more experience at being blind than I had. And I particularly valued when these people were sharing their experience of living independently, traveling independently, working, and completing various tasks of daily life. And till this very day, I always value talking to blind people who, for instance, travel independently to some foreign countries, have some interesting jobs, hobbies, or do things that I haven't done and I haven't tried doing yet. And this is why when I started recording these videos, I decided to always make sure that all of my recordings are as authentic and as real as they can be. And this is why I decided to record them independently without the help of sighted people. And I know that this way of recording has some negatives, because very often my framing is very poor and sometimes I barely manage to show the things that I want to show you. But I still believe that when I record independently, my videos are showing very exactly what is possible to me as a blind person and how I try to overcome various obstacles. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that whenever I talk to blind people and whenever I learn from them, it is really important to me to know a little bit about their background, because then I know which parts of their experience are relevant to my experience. And this is why, although I don't like talking about myself, I decided to tell you a few facts about me, so then you can decide which parts of my experience are useful and relevant to you. So, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I lost my sight when I was 15, and after losing my sight, I stopped going to mainstream school and I went to a special school, and I am really happy about this because I learned there many interesting, useful and valuable things. And I just wanted to clarify that before losing my sight, I could see enough to, for instance, ride a bike or to write with the very thick black pen, and I could barely read my own writing, but for instance I could never see well enough to read from the blackboard. I'm just explaining this so you have an idea how much I could see. And another fact which may be helpful to you about myself is that after finishing high school, I went to university where I studied initially English studies, and after finishing English studies I studied psychology. And as soon as I finished my university degrees, I moved to England where I work as a CBT therapist. And at this point I wanted to mention that on my YouTube channel I am not going to answer any specific questions related to mental health, because I believe that when people have any specific questions, it is best when they talk to some specialist to whom they live close, so they can discuss the difficulties and the questions face to face. Another fact that I wanted to share with you is that I live independently, and because of that I invested a lot of time to learning many techniques that allow me to complete tasks of daily life independently. And I also use many apps and gadgets that are also very useful in daily life. And I travel independently with my guide dog Bob. Bob is my second guide dog, and this is my 13th year of traveling with the guide dog. But before I received my first guide dog, for several years I was walking with the white cane, and I believe that I still can relate to the experiences of people who travel with white canes. And I think that this is enough facts about me, and I hope that you found this video interesting. I wish you good day, and I will see you soon in my next recording. Thank you very much. Bye bye.